Hey y'all, it's Robin here from Shed Some Light on It. So Spirit has been leading me for a while to do tarot readings on my channel. And I've tried a few times, but I just could not do the versions where people have the camera pointed at the cards. So I'm just gonna try something different where me and the cards, and we're just gonna kind of talk through things. That's how I channel, and that's how I kind of offer guidance. And also it's kind of fun to do shit like this. It's funny that I've never, ever liked the camera, ever. But when Spirit kept telling me to do YouTube videos and to kind of put myself on video, it's weird because I feel like I can connect more with you guys when I'm on the video. Allie wants to say hi too. Come on, Alistair. Come on. Come on, there's Allie. She's going to be joining me. Allie likes to join the party when I'm doing cards. So she will definitely be on. She's my little assistant. When I'm doing readings at the house, she always comes over and gives people love. So she'll be offering you guys some love on the channel as well. You're such a good. Okay, get down. Get down so mommy can pull some cards. Get down. I know. Get down. Get down, Alistair. You're an attention whore. I know. You want your own channel? Okay, get down. All right, so we are going to start by clearing the space. Clearing the space. Setting the intention for healing, for anything to come up, any guidance that you guys need to hear. Calling in your angels and guides, my angels and guides. Asking that everybody who needs to hear this message can hear this message. Yes, you too, boo-boo. Getting you guys. All right. So today's reading is what your guides want you to know. Now, what they want you to know right now. I'm going to be using the Doreen Virtue Ascended Masters deck. I'm going to be using her Dolphins and Mermaids deck. I'm going to be using Kyle Gray's Keeper of the Light deck. And my Oracle deck that I made, it's a self-care deck for empaths, and you can find it on Make Playing Cards. The link will be in the description below. Pile 1 is Amethyst. Pile 2 is Labradorite. Pile 3 is Quartz. All right, so pile number 1, tapping into y'all's energy right off the bat. I'm feeling some sadness and like some heart healing is coming up. And the cards are definitely confirming that. So with the Mermaid deck, it's actually some father healing or some masculine energy healing that's happening. So just allowing yourself to kind of process any old emotions that are coming up, any wounds, and knowing that that's what this is coming up for, right? Like this is a supportive time for you, and your angels are kind of helping you through this. So if you start to feel like frustrated that you're dealing with the same patterns over again, just know that it's coming up for a reason, and you can always ask your angels for help. After you do this healing, it's really going to kind of catapult you into your next version of reality. When we have these healing situations, they're happening so that we can reduce lower vibrational energies, and it really allows us to like step into the next iteration of ourselves. I use my hands a lot. And yes, heart healing. So healing your heart. One thing that I've been doing lately that's been really helpful, and I think I'll do a meditation on here, is actually bringing the energy of Mother Earth into your heart. And that's really been helping me to move through some things too, right? A lot of us that are light workers and empaths feeling the same kind of vibration right now, because as we heal it, we're healing it for the collective. So from the Kyle Gray deck, the Keepers of the Light, you get Lord Shiva. Yeah, dancing would be good for you, like anything to kind of physically put you in your body and allow you to process and transmute that energy is going to kind of help it to shift quicker. You also get Cloak of Wisdom. Yeah, just trusting that you know what your body needs. Don't overthink it. If you need a couple of hours to go lay on the beach or to be walking outside, don't second guess it, right? Just allow yourself to have that break. And then you also get Diana, which is Focused Intention. Again, trusting that all of this is happening for you. And I did, when I was tapping into your pile, there's going to be a shift around the full moon. So we have a full moon in a couple of days in Aquarius, I believe on Sunday. When you're energetically sensitive, you can start to feel the energy from these big astrological events before they're happening. So just know that that's part of the energy that's coming up for you with this full moon, and continue to focus on where you want to go instead of being worried that like all this old stuff is coming up. The Ascended Masters deck, right, is just confirming that it's healing around masculine energy. And we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. When we're forgiving men in our lives, we are actually also forgiving that aspect within ourselves, right? As a woman or a man, or people who are non-binary, I think. Drop me a comment if I'm not using that term correctly. I'm still learning that. But yes, we all have feminine and masculine energy. It's not about what sex you are, what you identify. Knowing that this process that you're going through is helping you to integrate yourself a little bit more. Again, retreating into nature. I love this dude on here. He cracks me up. He's like the old Irish Springs dude from those commercials, you know, back when I had TV. And then freedom. On the other side of this little mini transformation that you're going through is going to offer you some more freedom. And oddly enough, when we step into our masculine energy and we really heal that, it allows us to let our feminine, softer side out more, because we feel stable, we feel grounded, we feel like we're supported and held, which then the feminine can like open up more, it can soften. So just remember that this is all happening for you. I'm your friendly messenger from the universe. And then the 3 cards from my deck. Going for a walk. Again, they want you to be outside. So physically moving your body. When I walk in the trails, I'll ask my angels to be with me, and I'll ask them to help me transmute some energy. I also need to get outside. I went to the beach this morning, but I believe I need to get in the woods because it is a different kind of vibration. Again, talking about astrology. So I do astrology readings, which are very eye-opening. It's good to be able to see as an individual what energies are affecting you, and then also the timing of those issues. So I love looking at that in people's charts. And then also your inner child, right? A lot of times we can get caught up in healing that we can forget to have fun. So we need to have fun. Really, life is all about having fun. I don't think Spirit put us here so that it's all doom and gloom and that we're healing 24/7. Like, we need to have fun. We need to break up the seriousness. We need to enjoy life a little bit. So take yourself out for the evening, go have some fun, or put some, you know, if it's too much for you right now to be around people, like plop on some dance music, dance with your dog. Just do something that is kind of breaking up that energy and allowing you to shift into something that's a little bit more, you know, more happier. All right, thank you, pile 1. I love you so much. Bye. All right, y'all, pile number 2 is the Labradorite. Okay, so when I was tapping into y'all's energy, feeling like you guys are needing some kind of change in your life. Like maybe you've lost your passion a little bit. The cards that we get from the Doreen Virtue Mermaids and Dolphins is to listen to the symbols and the signs that you're getting from the universe. Part of the reason that we can have those feelings of stagnation and being disconnected is because we're not in the flow, right? Or as Abraham Hicks calls it, the vortex. So noticing those signs and synchronicities, and then it actually allows those to happen more often, and we can get back in the flow a little bit easier. Making a wish. Like asking yourself, what is it that I want right now? When we find ourselves in stagnation, it's partially because we're not really making a choice that's pushing us forward in some way. So take something in your life and just try it. Like if it's something that you've been putting off and you keep saying, I want to try this, but you know, and like you're talking yourself out of it, just do it. Just do it and try it. And then you can always change your mind if you don't like it. I'm infamous for that one. So I definitely have some help if you need assistance on that one. Like hit me up in the comments or DM me on Instagram. It shed some light on it, and I can definitely give you some tips on how to move through that. Yes, because blessed change, right? There is some kind of major shift that's happening that's going to be bringing you some change. So don't worry, it's on the horizon. It is just on the other side of what's happening for you right now. From the Keepers of the Light deck, you get Lady Nadna, so Heart Awakening. I feel like a lot of us are going through heart opening stuff right now. Yeah, giving and receiving in balance. If we're over giving in our lives, that's another thing that can kind of keep us stagnant because we're not allowing the energy to flow and to have that give and take. The divine director, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. This really is what Spirit wants us to know about life. We are meant to be happy. We are meant to be joyful. Life isn't meant to be this kind of struggle the whole way through. It's really our perception and our lens that we see things through that makes it more challenging than it needs to be. So this is your little energetic reminder that life is meant to be enjoyable. Yes, we're meant to work through all these things and have these lessons, but it shouldn't be quite so serious all the time. And then Hilarion is divine healing. Honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. A big realization that I've been having lately is when we go through these healing crises, whatever we're healing through is so that we can help other people with those same wounds, right? So you're always going to be working with people who are 1 to 2 steps behind you. So whatever you're working through right now, just trust, right? It's so you can work through it, but it's also because you're going to be helping people with similar things in the future. For the Ascended Masters, we get yoga. It's pretty self-explanatory. Although I'm realizing more and more how much physical movement and especially yoga can help us to process these things that are coming, because all of this stuff is stored in our body. I'm reading this really interesting book right now called Feelings Buried Alive Never Die, and it really goes into how deeply we are absorbing things from our mother and our father when we are in the womb, and then how that's passed along right in our DNA. So using yoga to consciously move through these things. Jesus, opening your heart to love. So having compassion towards yourself as you move through this. A lot of times we'll have realizations about these things that we're working through, and we can get really hard on ourselves and think, oh my God, like, why did I do that? Why was I such an idiot? But just have compassion, right? You didn't know then what you know now. So be gentle with yourself, right? It's okay. Be gentle. And then priorities. As a Gemini and as somebody who can be scattered AF, I've made a commitment to try to focus on 3 things at a time. And then if I have other ideas pop in, I'm just writing those down and keeping them kind of off to the side. And not that those 3 things won't shift, but just remember that, it's not important to do things perfectly or to even do them 100%, but Spirit wants us to get started on things sometimes. So decide what your priorities are and then continue to focus your energy on that. The cards that we get from my self-care deck are looking at any unhealthy boundaries in your life. Even if we're not ready to do anything about these boundaries, it's a good idea just to observe and to kind of notice, like, who are these people in your life that you don't really feel great around? Who are people that you don't really feel like you can talk to about things? I feel like boundaries are kind of a hot topic these days, so there's lots of resources that you can use to kind of research boundaries and how that looks. We also get that it's time to have that conversation with that person. I've been getting a lot of signs around this lately too. There's so many situations in life where we avoid speaking our truth because we don't want to upset the other person. So then we kind of bite our tongue. And a lot of people that I work with have throat chakra issues. It's really common. I thought it was more women, but it's actually guys too. We've kind of been taught to well, don't say that because you don't want to hurt that person's feelings. But right, when we come at it from this compassionate place and we're processing our feelings and not making those the responsibility of somebody else, we can really begin to be transparent and talking about our feelings in a way that isn't blaming the other person, but instead, using the I feel, like, instead of you made me feel, I felt this way when X, Y, and Z happened. And it takes the pressure off of the other person, right? Because we're not blaming them for our experience. Last one. Spend time with your little 4-legged friends. They really are so good for our souls. They're just such a gift, and they offer us that unconditional love that we need sometimes, so pour your heart out to them, have a conversation, tell your animal how you're feeling. Things that you feel like you can't tell a person, I promise they'll listen. Your little animal will listen. Maybe not a cat because they're kind of crazy, but a dog will listen to you. All right, pile number 2. I love you. Drop in the comment box and let me know how this resonated with you. Bye. Hey, pile number 3. It's funny, I'm calling this Quartz, but I actually got it from my mentor. She had this box of crystals that she was giving us. It might actually be like a piece of glass or something, but it kind of looks like quartz to me. And I liked it, so I grabbed it. I feel like you guys want to be in a boosted energy right now. I don't know, I just heard the word boost, but your angels keep telling you to slow down. You know, it's frustrating when we're in these timeout periods, but they really are gonna help you. So what happens, we get in these timeouts and then it kind of boosts us to the next timeline. So the best thing that you can do right now, self-care, relaxing, be still, whatever that looks like for you. Yeah, just anything that you can do, just take it slower. I've been in one of these breaks for the past couple of months, and I'll just consciously tell myself, like, go slower. There's no hurry. I'm not in any rush to be anywhere. And also paying attention to the signs that you're getting, to the intuition that you keep hearing. Just remember, your angels are here to help you. Even when it's something that we don't want to be doing, there's a reason behind it. We may not see the reason in the moment, like it may take us getting out of the situation. Actually, a lot of times it takes us getting out of the situation to see it, but they're healing your heart right now. So you're a healer. This channel is for empaths and light workers. So confirmation, right? We discount our gifts. We have such a desire to help people, but then we also have that fear that like we won't be able to, or that our gifts won't be acknowledged. But I'm here to tell you, you definitely have gifts and you're working through some things right now. So giving yourself that reset time is really going to help you to kind of boost yourself into the next level. Yeah, so Commander Ashtar, call to action, take charge, lead by example, walk your walk. This is you. And I think like what they're telling me with this is for you to acknowledge that what you're doing right now is actually helping people. Like you're showing people that you're able to slow down and to take a break, and that you can trust that the universe is going to provide for you. So leading by example, right? Not a lot of people get to do this in the traditional matrix energy. Like a lot of people just go, 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 and they're constantly working. They don't ever take a break until retirement. It's like this badge of honor, who can work the most and who can do the most. But you are leading other people to like see, okay, maybe I can take a break for a couple of months and the world won't fall apart. All right, I can't pronounce this. Mahavatar Baji, soul expansion. So we're getting some more throat chakra vibes here. Lots of throat chakra upgrades lately. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. So they showed me humming with this. So humming or chanting while you're meditating can really help to kind of break up some of the energy that's going on in here. Oh, I'm even feeling it right now. So just take a moment and put your hand on your throat. You may want to do some energy work on yourself. I also do energy work. You can find energy work videos on YouTube. Just get some energy work going in your throat chakra. All right, then Lady Portia, divine order, do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Yeah, you're gonna have some realizations about things, and that's why having this quiet time is important, because that's when we kind of have these downloads. I remember a couple years ago when I first got into my my spiritual journey, I would go to meditation like religiously. And the first time I didn't go, like it was the first time I ever had an inkling of not going when I had the opportunity to. And just something told me not to go. And I was just doing something random like cleaning the house. And I had so many downloads and so many insights. And it was the first time where I really had these realizations flood in. So that's the other reason why Spirit puts us in these timeouts, is because we need to be able to integrate everything that we're doing. So integration is key. You can do all the work in the world, but if you're not giving it time to like sink into your energetic body, it's not really going to do you much good. So trust this process for sure. I have a feeling that trust might be a challenge for you guys. So maybe make a list of all the times that you followed your intuition and it worked out really well for you. Maybe even keep this is something I did early on, I kind of forgot about this. Keep a journal of all your intuitive insights that you get that are right. Because sometimes we need that confidence building. You know, like I randomly went into the 7-Eleven one day and I saw my best friend, or, you know, whatever those little situations are that we have happen, sometimes keeping a log of them can help us to remember like how much our intuition is guiding us. So writing, yes, writing. I feel like this is the writers group. So just writing anything that comes to you, writing your fears, writing your hopes, your wishes, writing what you're processing right now, but just getting pen to paper, pencil, I love pencil to paper, however it is that you write, just allowing that energy to flow. And then finally, Parvati, positive change. Just have faith that all of this is happening for a reason. There is some positive change coming. Again, with same thing with group 1, I get with group 3 that the full moon energy is going to kind of help to boost you guys a little bit. So just be aware we have a full moon on Sunday, and full moons are really good times to do forgiveness ceremonies of any kind, really. But if you just want to do a quick one by yourself, like forgiveness is always good, and then calling in what you want. I do it with both, really, with the new moon and the full moon. So a forgiveness, and then also calling in what you want. And then with my self-care deck, yes, you need to take time for yourself. So they're just confirming. Slow down, take it easy. Everything is happening in divine timing. They're like yelling that at me. Everything is happening in divine timing. Again, you get taking reset. So having a cup of tea, sitting down, reading a book, you know, things that you normally wouldn't have time for, laying in a hammock. And then your last card actually is kind of taking a little day trip and switching up your routine a little bit. So just kind of getting on your normal mode of what you would do day to day. I think that's part of the reason why you're kind of feeling bored, is that you're in your same environment. So doing something to switch it up a little bit. Love you, pile number 3. Let me know how this resonates in the comment box. See y'all later. Bye.